Hello, sweeties! We're looking at the week of August 4th, 2019, and thank God, communications are finally back on track. Fabulous. So if you've spent the last 3 weeks apologizing, good for you. If not, maybe a quick "I'm really sorry" now would get your week started on a much more delicious note. Either way, we can now get back to more or less sane relationships for a while. And maybe some hassle-free travel. Whatever you need. Thanks for listening to Astrology with Linda Shaw. Don't forget to subscribe, it's free, and press the bell thing. You'll be sent reminders. That's enough of that. Let's get to the stars. Leo, my little pussycat, aren't you looking fabulous and feeling utterly irresistible, which of course you are, obviously. But now, all of a sudden, you're a genius as well. Your charm is magnetic, your mind is mesmerizing, and your sense of adventure is gathering up followers as you go. Be up early. This is a week you do not want to miss. And if there's anything special you need, just ask. You've become what's currently known in the vernacular as an influencer. Very fabulous. So don't miss your moment. You might start by redesigning your career. The planets are particularly keen to help. Make sure you look as rich as you feel. Now, behave as though money's never been a problem. It won't be for much longer. Your love life is improving too if you're interested, but you're probably much too busy gazing into the mirror. Oh, that's it for Leo. Virgo, my little peanut, you're on a roll now as the planets take you down a very different road, so make the most. Fascinating new ideas for making money come easily, almost too easily to be taken seriously by someone as suspicious as you. Don't ignore them. In fact, explore everything. And remind yourself, not everything has to be slogged over. Even so, make sure your figures are correct. For once, detail is extremely important, and you're so good at that. The moon's in your sign today, that's Sunday, so it's a great day to start something new. The month starts slowly for you, but it picks up after the 12th and then yanks you into a completely different vibe. Make sure you're ready for change. Yum, that's it for Virgo. Libra, my little shopaholic. How many times do you have to be told? It is very seldom necessary to have one in every color. You've been spending like a lunatic, and it's time you figured out that for you, buying things is more about personal power than actual need. In which case, let's think of less expensive ways to feel powerful. Use that creative brilliance of yours, redesign your life, and make sure you're the biggest cheese this time. It's easily done with all your talents. You just have to pick one and run with it. Focus. You'll soon be making lots more money, and amazingly, shopping a lot less. Interesting. The love life, meanwhile, is still hanging on by its teeth, but that's not anyone's fault. The planets are still adjusting, and so are you. Just be kind to everyone until you know what you want. That's it for Libra. Scorpio, my little porcupine. Are you still grumpier than you should be? Perfectly understandable. Your self-esteem has taken a knock, and you're staggering back up onto your knees. Give yourself a bit of space. Your career's taking most of your time anyway. In fact, you've been so busy, the rest of your life has virtually been on hold. But this is a new week, and you've decided to do things differently. One way is to cram in every moment of excitement into each tiny adventure. Your only task is to enjoy being as creative and successful as your spirit lets you. A little patience is all you'll need. The planets are still sorting themselves out, and it's true you're a bit more exhausted than usual. Just be kind to yourself. Everything is slowly getting better. It just takes a bit of time. That's it for Scorpio. Sagittarius, my little apricot. Isn't this great? The planets are finally behaving, more or less, and you're up and at 'em, full of energy and enthusiasm, and clever you, surrounding yourself with optimistic buddies to keep you where you need to be. Still, keep in mind that you do sometimes overstate things, even if it's just in your own head. So try staying on this side of madness for the time being. Your life will make much more sense in a few days. You're thinking long term now, which is something you may have to do alone. Your health is much better now, yay. So you've got the energy to deal with the occasional drama. The money is slowly getting better, although slowly is the word. And love, Well, leave it where it is for now. Not much to be done about that. That's it for Sagittarius. Capricorn, my little workaholic, what's going on now? Are you having one of those hideous nightmares about loss of control? You know, one of these days you'll get it into your head that the only thing you're in control of is your thoughts, and even that takes loads of practice. Don't fret if you're feeling a little insecure. It's hardly surprising with the planets as mad as they are. Just ask yourself which memories you're trying so desperately to suppress, and deal with the real issue in that calm, majestic manner you're so famous for. The planets are already shifting. Get yourself ready to shift with them. The career is about to take control of your life with really big stuff happening there. Get some sleep so you're ready for change, and smile a lot. That's it for Capricorn. Aquarius, my little muffin, don't you dare say you're bored. The minute you do that, your subconscious starts looking for excitement, and unless you're very careful, it will throw everything in the universe at you. So be specific. If you're looking for excitement in the love life, ask yourself how that would look. Do you want commitment, or a new love, or a huge big war to clear the air, or a discovery that someone's been cheating on you? You see, all those things would stop you being bored. The question is, which would make you happy? Ask yourself what's missing in your life and what you can do to fill the holes. Now, think about learning a new skill. You can never have enough of those. And that's certainly going to keep your mind as busy as you need it to be, just for now. That's it for Aquarius. Pisces, my little tulip. Are you still fretting endlessly about how safe you are and whether your pension plan is intact? The only thing you get from worrying is indigestion and a scrunched up face. So do what you can about anything that's bothering you and trust the rest of the universe. Much more valuable would be a revisit to the love life. After all, how long is it since you've actually examined your relationship? How long since you felt that wonderful pounding in your chest? It's time to get your heart back on track. Now that the communication planets are back, you might have a real conversation. With yourself if there's no one else around. It's never too late to find love if that's what you want. And this is the perfect time. That's it for Pisces. Aries, my little sweetheart. Good news is almost on its way, with loads of luck in money and business. Coming soon. There'll be opportunities you hadn't even thought of, but you'll have to work for them, probably even harder than usual, which means you won't have much time for home and family and love and all that. So you'll just have to make space for them when you can. And try actually listening for once. You may find they've all been saying the same thing for a long time and you've been too frantic to hear. You'll need to get the message before they're walking out the door with their suitcases. And don't you dare start with that they must do whatever they need to arrogant garbage. Be nice. You need them as much as they need you. That's it for Aries. Taurus, my little chocolate mousse, watch closely. An important goal needs to be scored, and this one is too good to waste. So put down your pride and call in the reserves. Your partners, personal or business, whichever, will help. Even so, be careful with that determination to stick to your principles, and make sure you know what you mean by principles. Sometimes, when people say, it's the principle of the thing, what they actually mean is, my ego's been wounded and I want revenge. So explore your own head. Then hang in till the wind changes, not long now. The upside is that money's on its way, provided you're willing to ask for help. Oh, and watch your health this week. That little body is crying out for some TLC. Run yourself a fabulous bath, throw in a handful of salt, languish a while. That's it for Taurus. Gemini, my little bushy-tailed squirrel, for once, you're actually looking for some kind of emotional harmony. Much more important than the career right now, and that's great. Your focus has moved to the home, most unusual for you, and you're maybe even thinking of moving or renovating. Anyway, that's where you're spending your time now. So invite some friends over. The communication planets are almost all back on track, so you can make up for all the mad things you did last month. You know what you did. Still, if you can delay travel plans for a day or two until your mind's in a better space to make good choices, you're taking a little longer than usual to adapt to the cosmic shift, but you'll get there soon enough. Meanwhile, how about writing a book or starting a blog? You've got a lot to say. That's it for Gemini. Cancer, my little butternut. As everyone knows, you're very good at being disappointed. but it hardly ever makes you feel any better. And right now you're extremely disappointed with your love life. But this time, how about changing those old patterns and trying for some real communication? Remember, even Ryan Gosling would eventually get boring, probably. And perhaps we expect too much from our lovers. They're just people like the rest of us. So speak, figure out what you want. No whining is allowed, no emotional blackmail. And yes, of course, you've tried. Try again and again. The energies are shifting. This time you'll get a different result, a better one. Besides, you'll need some help with a fabulous new business idea that you've had. If you share, you'll do really well. That's it for Cancer. Thank you, delicious creatures, for listening to Astrology with Linda Shaw. If you'd like to subscribe, just press the button. It's free. And if you have a little question, tweet me on @TheLindaShaw. You have a great week and remind yourself how fabulous you are. Bye now.